Hey again, welcome back to Garden State Plaza. Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown, bleeding Hollywood home on a budget. I've been called to TSP to receive a really big gift from my friends at Philosophy for me doing plenty of business with them and just for the friendly visits. Number one, my concern is it's a really big gift, maybe. So how am I going to get it through the doors on the other side of the camera without more security noticing, because it's a real big gift? And two, where am I going to put it when I bring it back to Patterson? The gift, which hopefully I can make off with today without getting caught, has very strong ties to this. And with this being our third year of Thrift Store Rundown, and this being the first video I've ever done, well, the show, puzzle, not the show DVD. Bigger, badder, and better, right? So this has very strong ties to the gift. It is the second season of the Vampire Diaries in pretty crappy condition. In its DVD box, set, holder, whatever you want to call it, $269, 50% off. Same price, same discount as the first one. Now, you know I don't really much care about the Vampire Diaries, but I always hold a soft spot for Alloy Entertainment's quality properties, like Pretty Little Liars. That's why I also bought Spencer along with me. PLO reigns supreme in my house, and by the way, the gift also has very strong ties to Spencer. I can't wait to show you the gift, if I can make it out of here with it. But for right now, let's get started with the second season of TVD on DVD. I will concede that this is a relatively quote-unquote smoldering cast with humongous sex appeal. They're back and they're not alone. The seductive characters of TVD return for a stunning 5-disc, 22-episode second season. This time, Elena, Stefan, and Damon, that would be Nina Dobrev, Paul Wesley, Ian Somerhalder, and the other residents of Mystic Falls are joined by sinister new blood. Released from the tomb, Catherine unleashes her personal brand of evil in a diabolical plot. The originals, the world's most oldest and dangerous vampires, which is now a spin-off in and out of itself, hunt for Elena, who discovers she has a terrifying connection to their world. And now, bloodsuckers aren't the only monsters in town. On moonlit nights, werewolves roam in search of victims, including vampires who succumb to a single werewolf bite. The Vampire Diaries, unending suspense, undying romance, with every episode being a big one, says EW.com's Mandy Byerly. These are the special features. The TVD pages of the Wolf 3 featurettes: The Myth and the Mystery, Building the Beast, and Howling at the Moon. Her own worst enemy, Elena, Catherine, and Nina. That's right, Nina Dobrev was playing a dual role. The challenge of playing two roles. The perfect love triangle. Vampires, werewolves, witches. Find out who's nibbling on whom. Commentary on Masquerade by executive producers Kevin Williamson of Dawson's Creek fame and Julie Pelk. On-air scenes and a gag reel called Second Bite. Running time is 927 minutes with subtitles. So here, the back is equally as smoldering as the front. Now let's get you a good insider's view without dropping it on the ground. I'm out, you three. I'm out. I'm out. So here are the cast. There you go. The three main heartthrobs of TVD. Once again, Damon, Elena, and Stefan. Open it up. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs. This is a 5-disc set. And this is the episode guide with cast listing. Let's take it out. There's no denying that they are all easy on the eyes, but the one thing I have against all vampire fiction is that there's to be some romance involved between a vampire and a human, and most of the time, whoever's in charge of the vampire fiction, whoever's writing it, whoever's directed it, adapted it to film or television, some form of visual media, whoever's in charge of doing so has to make the love, the romance, the love triangle more prominent than the action. That's my phone. I gotta get in there now. And that's why I have a problem with it. The love scenes, while sexy, take paramount precedence over the action that goes on surrounding Mystic Falls. And there's plenty of bloody action, I will say that. Why can't we just focus equally on the action and the bloodlust? The bloodlust, the lust for love, the lust for an unrequited love, for a long-lost love, which has resurfaced in the form of a different future companion, which is Elena, a doppelganger through time, if you will, of a former flame that these two love the most. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's pretty much the gist of the whole Vampire Diaries. But then again, it has a lot of history to it, especially on my channel. I mean, again, the puzzle was the very first, no, not the puzzle, the board game. The board game was the first video I've ever done, the first review I ever did on my channel here. So, now that we're in our third year, I want to take a bigger, better bite at secondhand shopping with a Tinseltown touch, like the way Damon bites Elena's neck. Or is it Stefan biting his neck? Her neck, I don't know. But all I know is that once I enter through the doors of GSP to philosophy, it will no longer be my problem. And that counts for this season too. Again, I don't really much care for the Vampire Diaries, but I respect that it has a place in my channel and will have a legacy on my page for many years to come. Here I am, and the earth is rocking a lovely sunset for this Friday evening. The gift I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the show, here it is. You might have seen this on my Instagram, but this has very special meaning to me, and this is why I brought along Spencer. It's a Hastings sibling reunion. Every time I walked into philosophy, the Hope and Grace Initiative being one of their charities, I always stopped to say hello to Melissa Hastings. That's right, Spencer's sister, Tori DeVito. She was on PLO too, and she also played on the Vampire Diaries. She was married to Paul Wesley for quite some time. A bus just drove by before they divorced. This is her presenting a Hope and Grace check for $75,000 to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It says so in the caption, right here on the bottom. It's framed beautifully, and it's gargantuan size for my taste. Amazingly, I got it out of the building without more security hounding me. I got a few stairs, but that was all. Now, the question is, how am I going to get this on a NJ Transit bus, and how am I going to bring it home? In all good conscience, I really don't know if I want to keep this. I'm faithful to Spencer. You know Troy and Belisario's the love of my life. I love Tori DeVito for playing Melissa Hastings, but in good conscience, I can't quote-unquote cheat on Spencer. I'm not Ian, I'm not Wen, I'm not British, okay? And not to say that Brits don't cheat, it's just that was the common denominator. Ian and Wen were British, and they had a thing for Melissa, but they also had a thing for Spencer. That was it. Well, I'll be keeping this at home, hopefully for a day or two, and then I'm going to donate it to a thrift store, maybe, so that some other PLO fan will be able to enjoy and admire this picture as much as I have. Besides, if I've been blessed, I need to help the rest. I owe a massive debt to Chloe, Erin, and Jada of Philosophy here at Garden State Plaza for giving this to me. It was an amazing kindness, and I will cherish this for a long time. But y'all know, as do the rest of you, that my heart will always belong to Spencer. Troy and Belisario is the love of my life. That's not to say that I don't appreciate this, because I genuinely do. I have some of the best friends at Garden State Plaza. And fittingly, they all work at cosmetic shops. But that's not to take away from the fact that you can find PLL pals anywhere, and they can do you some of the most amazing kindnesses. Being in this fandom rocks. Thanks for joining me. That's the Thrift Store Rundown. I will catch you on the thrift side, and two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Enjoy!